10 things you should never do to your car. Are you in control of your car, or is it in control of you? Though cars get safer every year, if you don't keep it properly maintained or use the parts incorrectly, you could find yourself in a tricky situation at the worst possible time. Modern cars use computer systems, and this makes the driving experience a smooth process. The computer can block conflicting commands and warn the driver about potential issues. Today's cars are also packed with plenty of safety features like airbags, anti-lock braking systems, traction control, and shatterproof glass. However, despite your car's sophisticated safety features or computer system, it's still a good idea to avoid doing certain things. So check out these important things to avoid. Before you do, make sure you click the subscribe button and turn on notifications to be one of the first Brightsiders to watch our videos. Number 1. Don't press the off button while driving. If your car can be started with a simple press of a button, have you ever wondered what would happen if you pushed the off button while driving? You might imagine yourself coming to a harsh and sudden stop. If you happen to do it accidentally while driving at a reasonably high speed, don't worry. When you press the button, the car will keep on driving. Modern cars have many safety features to account for accidental pressing of this button, thus preventing accidents. But this does vary according to the model of the car. Some cars might require you to press the button for 3 seconds or more to shut it down. This is a safety feature in case you have a problem with your accelerator or brakes. If you are dealing with an emergency that involves your accelerator, the best choice is to switch the car to neutral instead of trying to shut it off. Number 2. Don't select reverse while driving. If you change into reverse mode while driving, the chances are that nothing serious will happen. If your car has cameras and a screen on the deck, the rear-facing camera might come on, or parking aids might become available, but the car won't back up all of a sudden or come to a stop. Did you know that it's a natural urge to be curious about these things? To protect us from our own human nature, car companies added a function called reverse inhibit, which is meant to prevent the car from going into reverse while driving. Although the computer system in your car should ignore the command to reverse, don't try it anyway. Number 3. Don't select park while driving. No, your car won't explode or send you hurling into oncoming traffic. If you shift to park while driving, your car might make an awful grinding noise and continue driving. Your car probably won't suffer damage if you accidentally do this once. The car's computer will block the command for safety reasons, but you should know that giving conflicting orders can damage your car's transmission over time. Number 4. Don't attach too many keys to the ignition key. If your car is on the same keychain as your apartment key, your laundry room key, your work key, and a ton of others, the bunch is probably quite heavy. This weight could potentially damage your ignition switch over time. Gravity is still at work when you put your car keys into the ignition. During car rides, bumps and potholes will cause these heavy keys to pull and pull on the ignition until it wears out the tumblers. If you do this, you might find yourself with a car you can't start. This problem has an easy solution though. Separate the keys instead of piling them up. Leave only your car key, car alarm remote, and home key on the keychain. Number 5. Don't forget to change your car's oil. If you don't change your oil, your car will run less efficiently. It will also stop lubricating the engine components, causing wear and tear. If the mechanical components continue to grind on each other, the car might become inoperable. Follow the manufacturer's specifications on how often to change the oil. It's there for a reason. Some manufacturers require an oil change every 3,000 miles for older cars. Newer cars allow for oil changes to happen every 5,000 or 7,500 miles. The safest thing to do is consult your owner's manual. When brand new cars leave the factory, some manufacturers might use very thin oil, which must be changed at about 600 miles. Leave yourself a reminder on your phone or calendar of when your next oil change is due. Number 6. Don't overfill the engine oil. The engine oil always comes with a dipstick, which has a mark to indicate the level the oil needs to be filled to. Fill it to this level and not to the top as if it were a bottle. Common signs of overfilling are if you see oil leaking from your car, if you smell burning engine oil, or if you see smoke coming from the engine compartment. Overfilling your car's oil causes changes in the lubrication of the mechanical parts. This can lead to engine damage, which can cause catastrophic engine failure. And then the entire engine needs to be replaced. Number 7. Don't wait until the fuel tank is empty. If you let your fuel run too low, in addition to the risk of running out of fuel on a busy road, you also risk damaging the car's catalytic converter. Signs that your car's catalytic converter has been damaged are that your car won't accelerate when you press the pedal, your car's fuel emission will drop suddenly, or your car won't start. Another aspect to consider is that even the cleanest fuel has some small particles in it that gravity keeps at the bottom of your fuel tank. If your tank is almost empty and you drive on fumes, this residue gets sucked into the engine. Generally speaking, it's good practice to fill up the car when the fuel level falls to about 1/4 of the tank. Number 8. Don't ignore warning indicators. Not all warning signs are the same for all cars, but generally speaking, there are similar definitions for the colors of the warning lights across most manufacturers. A green or blue warning sign is an indication that a particular system is activated. A yellow system normally indicates that something needs to be serviced or checked. A red warning sign means that there's a serious issue that needs immediate attention. You should stop your car because it may be unsafe to drive. A good rule of thumb is that if you see a warning light on the dashboard, call or bring it to a mechanic as soon as possible. If it's something that needs addressing, it might save your car. If it's nothing, it'll at least give you peace of mind. Number 9. Don't forget to check your tire pressure. Checking your tire pressure is a good practice that often falls by the wayside. It's even more important to do it when you're headed on a road trip or if your daily commute is over 30 minutes. The amount of air that tires need varies according to the brand. If the pressure is too low, it'll wear out the tires very quickly and you'll be forced to replace them. If the tire pressure is too high, it'll also cause excessive wear and the tires might lose traction on the road. To avoid this, check your tire pressure every now and then. If you feel that a tire might be flat, it's normally already flat as a pancake and has been for a while. That's a sign to pay closer attention to your tires. Number 10. Don't forget to balance your tires. If you happen to hit the curb, take the car to a workshop and ask the mechanics to check the balance and alignment. If the tires are out of balance, you don't have full control of your car and your tires will wear unevenly. You might also feel every single bump on the road, find your car shaking, or see that your car veers to a particular side if you take your hands off the wheel for a moment. Taking your car to a mechanic for balancing and alignment will allow you to enjoy a smooth ride and not be nauseous every time you drive your car. Are you guilty of any of these things? Do you know any other important things to avoid? Tell us in the comments section. Share this video with your friends so everyone can be safer on the road. And don't forget to click subscribe to stay on the bright side of life.